Well, it is absolutely my delight to be here with you. And I feel like I have a very special connection with Mumbai because I was here a couple of years ago when Master Shah made his first visit to India. And Master Shah started in Delhi, and then he came to Mumbai, and then he continued on, and eventually ended in Chennai. But when he was here in Mumbai, he was teaching at a public event, and he was teaching, and he was talking about the love, peace, harmony movement, which he had just been given by the divine. And as he was talking about it, he said, "And I'm going to leave Marilyn behind." So all of us kind of perked up and thought, oh my goodness, I wonder what that means. So I stayed in Mumbai for 10 days at the end of October, the beginning of November, and right here in Mumbai was the unofficial beginning of the Love, Peace, Harmony movement. And then in Chennai, there was a big celebration, and Master Shah started the movement officially. But a lot of things have happened here in Mumbai. I was busy in Australia, and I got an email from Master Shah. This started off with, "Thank you for your total gold service. The Divine, the Tao, and I have decided that you will now be in India temporarily. Meet me there in a week." So I thought, oh, all right. So I gathered everything together, and I was here in a week, and that was at the end of March. So as I said, I feel like I have a very special connection with India, and in particular with Mumbai. So it really is my delight and my honor to be sharing with you on the topic for this afternoon, Divine Healing Hands. In the introduction, Anshu mentioned that Master Shah is a divine channel and servant. And in that role, he has been able to receive very special treasures from the divine, from the Tao, to pass on to us at this time in Mother Earth's history, because these are very challenging times. And I'm sure that you could make a list just the same as I could of all the things that are accelerating, the situations that are accelerating, that make it very clear that these are challenging times. And because of that, we have treasures from the divine to help us. And it always is very heart-touching to me when I stop and I reflect on the amazing compassion, kindness, mercy, generosity of the divine. The way, I know this is not how it happens, but in my imagination, what I picture is the divine is in heavenly realms and looking at us on earth where we are struggling and saying, oh my goodness, they're just not going to be able to do this on their own. I'm going to have to give them some special help. So literally, the divine is giving us a hand. You know how you say to people who, when you're really have a lot to do, and you'll say to somebody, could you give me a hand with this? And usually they'll say, oh, sure, I'd be happy to. Well, we didn't even have to ask. The divine is looking at us, looking at what is going on with Mother Earth, with humanity, and said, oh my goodness, I really need to give him a hand. And that is exactly what happens when we receive this treasure. We receive, is it okay to erase this? Okay. We receive what Master Sha calls a download. And at that very instant, our hand becomes a divine healing hand. Instantly. People who have third eye ability can actually see that the person's hand is just their hand. And when they receive the download, instantly there is an enormous golden hand that is at least 1 meter all the way around. That is a way for people to realize that they have received this treasure, that at that moment the divine has given that person a divine healing hand, which can be used for themselves, their family, their friends. And in most cases, people who apply to receive a divine healing hand are approved. People must be approved. The reason for that is some people are not physically strong enough, and the frequency and vibration of this treasure is so high that it would make it difficult for them physically, usually physically, it would drain them. So they need to bring their energy up to receive this treasure. And I have a wonderful story about that. I was in Malaysia. I was actually in eastern Malaysia, and I was in this relatively, well, any place compared to Mumbai is small. Any place I have been compared to Mumbai is small. So I was in a small city in eastern Malaysia, and I was doing a workshop, Divine Healing Hands workshop. 2 of the participants were lifelong communists, which I thought, wow, this is really special. This is very, very special. The lady, the wife, when she came in, was having a very hard time walking. She was very, very wobbly, and she needed somebody to help her. And she sort of shuffled. You know, she couldn't really walk the way that we normally do. So she was helped to come in. So I did some teaching, and I checked everybody to find out if they were ready, and she was not approved. And she was not approved because she was not strong enough. You know, she needed to have a much higher frequency and vibration. So I said to her, don't worry. Stay before the workshop, I'll do lots of blessings, there will be lots of healings, and there's every possibility that your frequency and vibration go up. So she stayed and she participated. She received many blessings, all the rest of it. And at the end of the day before she went home, she said, "Would you check again?" So I said, "Oh, sure, why not?" So I checked again, and just during one day, her frequency and vibration had gone up enough so that she was able to receive this treasure. And it was amazing because at the end of, it was actually the end of the first day, she was walking much better. By the end of the second day, she was walking the way I did. She just walked across the room like that. Nobody needed to help her. So this gives you an idea of the benefit of divine healing hands. When that much of a change can happen that fast. So I've talked and I've used the term treasure. The treasure comes to us the way that the divine has given to Master Sha. And in my experience, this is unique. I am not aware of other teachers or spiritual leaders or healers who have the same authority. There may be some, I don't know everybody in the whole world. But from the conversations I've had with others, I am not aware of anyone who's able to do the same thing. And what Master Sha has the authority to do is to give what the divine calls downloads. And it's the same kind of idea as a download for a computer. When you download software to a computer, you are able to do something that your computer could not do before. So if you download graphics, then you have all of that you can work with. If you download some special type of PowerPoint, you can then use that. Whatever you download, you are able to use. The same way with this treasure. When a person receives the download, instantly they can use their divine healing hands. And the download comes to us as 3 very special souls.